All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the webinar. Today we're going to be discussing how to use direct mail marketing to drive sales as part of our Build Your Brand Marketing series. Direct mail marketing is an effective tool for generating real-time responses from interested prospects. So for today's webinar, we're joined by our friend Michelle Bardin from Target Leeds, who will be walking us through the importance of direct mail and how you can use it to generate your own leads. So just a little bit about marketing and communications. My name is Jess Larkin. Oh, excuse me. For some reason it's orange. There we go. My name is Jess Larkin, and I'm the Marketing Communications Specialist at Cornerstone. My information and Marilyn's are right there on the screen, so if you'd like to get in contact with marketing and communications, we can help you flush out ideas for refreshing your brand. So feel free to give us a call or send us an email. Also, be sure to check out the Individual Corner with Jeff Beglin every Wednesday morning at 9:30 a.m. This is where he meets with carrier representatives and industry experts on a variety of different topics. The next webinar will be September 26th with Melina. So contact Jeff for additional details about this webinar. His information is right there down at the bottom. And he can also give you information about our partnership with INSX Cloud, which is new, and the open enrollment bonus program where you can have a chance to go to Cabo. So make sure you ask Jeff about those programs as well. Also be sure to ask your Cornerstone representative about how you can get to Cabo. Cornerstone's 2019 rewards trip is going to get you a ticket to the pristine beaches of Cabo San Lucas. So contact your representative for more information. Okay, I'm now going to turn over the presentation to Michelle Bardin from Target Leeds, who will be directing today's webinar. There will be a little time for a short Q&A at the end of the presentation, so be sure to submit your questions into the box on the right-hand side. All right, Michelle, over to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. There we go. My name is Michelle Bardin, and I am the sales manager at Target Leeds. Just to give you a little background on us and me, our company started in April of '85, so we've been in business a little over 33 years now. I started here in February of '92, so I've been here a little over 26 years. Seen a lot of changes in the marketplace over those years, and I'm very excited to bring my experience to the Cornerstone agents. To start off, why choose direct mail for your prospecting? The Direct Marketing Association did a survey that they published last year. This is the most recent survey that they had on why choose direct mail for prospecting. So these are stats from that survey. 79% of households say that they read their direct mail ads. That is a huge percentage that compared to email marketing, for example, where a very small percentage actually open junk email and read it. And, you know, junk is the term that they all refer to as unsolicited advertising. 39% say they try a business for the first time because of a direct mail ad. It's a great opportunity to get in front of people on their own time without interrupting them on the phone, without clogging up their inbox. They get their mail, and after they have their dinner or spend their family time, they go back and read it. So it's a great opportunity to get in front of them for the first time. 48% of consumers save their mail for future reference. You'll laugh at this, but I swear to you, every year, at least once a month, we're getting leads in from mailings that are old. They may be from a mailing that we did a year ago, 2 years ago. And actually, I believe it was last year, we got a lead in that was, the header on it was dated 1999. Someone actually held on to that lead, came across it, it sparked their interest again, and they actually filled it out and mailed it back in. And luckily, we've been in business so long that our PO box is still the same, and we could actually try to track down the client that placed that order and sent that lead to them. 67% feel mail is more personal than internet. In today's day where everybody's texting, social media, emailing, that personal touch is lost. And direct mail still has that tangible feel because you can put it in your hands, you can look at it, you can read it. and it gives a more personal touch. 98% of consumers bring in their mail the day it's received, and sort through a large percentage sort through it immediately. That's a huge percentage. People are actually putting it in front of them and looking at it immediately, which gives them an opportunity to respond to it immediately. Pick up the phone and call, email, go to the website. It's a huge penetration compared to other types of marketing. Direct mail response rates outperform other channels by a long shot. Seniors prefer direct mail. This is a graph of some of the stats of response rates, comparing direct mail, email, paid search, social media, and online display. You can see that the response rates are significantly higher for direct mail, both for a house total and for prospects when comparing with the digital media options. There we go. Sorry, my slides were stuck. More reasons direct mail works. Direct mail response rates are trending upwards for the first time in over a decade. When email marketing and internet marketing were really ramping up about 10 years ago, direct mail response rates trended down. Not a lot, but they did trend down, and then it leveled off after a while. But now we're starting to see the response rates trending back upwards for the first time. Since 2014, direct mail response rates have increased 14%, while email has dropped 57%. Everybody's trying to email because they think it's less expensive way to go. They get their hands on email lists that haven't been updated in 2 years or 3 years, and they don't realize how old the list is. And junk mail filters on email are getting better and better about filtering out junk mail, junk email, because they look at how many emails are being sent at one time from a server. So it's making it harder and harder to get your email when sent out as a bulk email in front of people. So that's driving the response rates down drastically, where direct mail is increasing and has increased overall, not just in the senior market, but overall by about 14%. Direct mail has a larger appeal to every age group, especially the younger market. I have a daughter that's 26 years old who, when she got a letter that a family member wrote her, and she came running in to tell me, hey, I got this letter. She was so excited to get something in the mail. She's used to getting email, text, and everything, but the younger generation is getting excited about mail because they don't get it as often. It's the missing personal touch in a busy digital world. So what's working best in direct mail for AEP? One of the main things that's working best is fine-tuning your market by income. This is a graph to show you response rates that we pulled on a Medicare mailing by income level. The particular mailer that we did was a MedSup mailer that we mailed to all incomes. And with the low income, you can see that the response rates were significantly higher. And the higher the income got, the lower the response rates got. So what we usually suggest to clients is find that happy medium for what you're wanting to market. You don't have to do 20,000 plus, 30,000 plus. You don't have to do under 50,000, under 60,000. You can do ranges like 20,000 to 100,000 or 30,000 to 150,000. Cut out the the really low income, and cut out the really high income, and get that sweet spot in the middle. That works really well for the Medicare supplement market. During AEP, we typically see more clients doing incomes under 60,000 or under 100,000, but most clients don't include the higher incomes for AEP marketing because they don't usually respond as well to direct mail, and the overall response rate is a lot lower. So you can boost your overall response rate by paying attention to the income and targeting by good income range. Suggested criteria to target, like I said, with the AEP, under 60,000 or under 100,000 is what the bulk of our clients are doing for AEP, usually ages 65 to 80. Sometimes we get clients that want to target the turning 65, the aging in, so we'll do 64 and a half. You can definitely ask for that. You can choose any age range. So if you wanted to cap it off at 70, 75, 72, whatever it was, you can do that. But based on what our other clients are doing and what seems to be working well for them over the last few years in AEP, 65 to 80 has been a really good age group. What mailer options work best? In the past few years, AEP specific mailers have typically averaged about 0.5% to 1.5%. And we've tested, all different kinds of AEP mailers. And the trouble is you don't have the ability to test mailers before AEP starts. You can't test AEP. The only way that you can do it is to create a mailer and mail it during AEP and hope it does well. And the last couple of years, we've created mailers that we've gotten clients to help us test during AEP. And no matter what we've come up with, consistently AEP pulls about 0.5% to 1.5%. However, it's important to note that the longer you wait in the AEP to get your mailing out, the response rates start going down. As of October 1st, the carriers start bombarding the consumers with mail, email, advertisements everywhere. So getting your orders in as soon as possible definitely helps your response rates. Once you get into later into October and beginning of November, that 0.5% to 1.5% might turn into 0.3 to 1%. It might even be lower. Last year, I had a guy that insisted on doing another mailing November 1st, even though I told him that the AEP piece most likely would not do well, and he got one lead back on his 1,000-piece mailing. So definitely get it in earlier. The earlier, the better. Last year, over 85% of our clients used a general Medicare piece instead of one that was specific for AEP. And the general Medicare piece pulls a lot better response rate. For some reason, when you put on the piece, you've got to make a decision between October 15th and December 7th. The consumers don't respond as well. You would think that it would be reversed and that they would respond more, but it's absolutely not the case. I even did a talk with a couple of other lead vendors at a show that we went to, and all of the other lead companies were telling people the exact same thing that we have been telling people. General Medicare pieces that are not AEP specific will get you a better response rate. The one that we have that I'll show on the next slide right here has been averaging about 2 to 3% during AEP last year, and it's the one more clients have chosen to use this year. The particular format that we use, mails first class, so the responses start coming back about 7 business days from mail date. But using a general Medicare piece that's not specific to AEP gives you a much better opportunity to get a good response rate and get in front of more people. The client satisfaction last year was much, much higher because the response rates were so well. If you have a custom piece that you want mailed, we do that as well. A lot of the carriers starting October 1st make artwork available for postcards, for trifold letters, for all different types of mailers. So if you get one from a carrier and you need somebody to print and mail it, or if you have your own postcard designed for your agency or just for yourself, let us know. We can do the printing and mailing for you. We take care of pulling the list, pre-sort, print, mail, all the good stuff for you. When is the best time to mail for AEP? Like I said earlier, order early. The earlier you get your order in, the better your responses usually will be. The longer you wait, the lower the response rates get. Every year it's been consistent. So do not dabble. Get it in early if you plan on doing anything. And what else do we offer at Target Leeds? Aside from AEP, we specialize in leads for the senior market. Medicare leads, final expense leads, dual eligible, special needs plan, low income subsidy, long-term care, dental, annuity. We've got some combination leads. We do, like I said, we do the custom print and mail. We have telemarketing lists for both consumers and businesses. And we offer you two different types of lead delivery. You can ask for a scan and ship option where we scan the leads and upload them to your account in a PDF and then ship the hard copies once a week. Or if you need a CRM system to help you manage the leads, we'll data enter them into our CRM called TL Lead Manager, along with a scanned image of the lead so that you can work them electronically. With both options, the digital, whether it's the PDF or the data entered information, they're available same day that the leads come in. We go to the post office each day and get those leads to you as quickly as possible that same day. That concludes my overview for this. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 800-723-5254. We do not work on commission here. We work as a team, a sales team, to answer your questions and help you the best that we can. So if you ask for me and I'm not available, please feel free to ask for the next available sales representative. We are all eager to help the Cornerstone agents and help you get leads and be successful this AEP season.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Michelle. Now we're going to open up the floor for any questions that you might have for Michelle about what she discussed today or about target leads. Go ahead and type those into the question box if you have any questions. I did have just a small question for you, Michelle, and that was about the process of running lists through target leads. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Sure. We have a lot of clients that want to get a list for their own telemarketing or their own mailing efforts, especially the turning 65. We get a lot of requests for aging in lists. For the consumer list, we can pull lists any age, 21 and up. It can be by age range or date of birth range. So if you needed a turning 65 list, we can get specific by date of birth range. You would just let us know, hey, Michelle, I'd like people that are turning 65 between December this year and December next year, or whatever the range would be. You can narrow it down by income, dwelling type, marital status, gender, ethnicity, homeowners. There's numerous different ways that we can target the list. We do also have some specialty lists like ailment lists. Sometimes we have clients that want to target people by specific ailments like diabetes or COPD, things like that. So there's a lot of different options there with the list. Usually we email the list once you purchase it in an Excel format that works for most clients. But we have lots of different formats. We can print it on an 8.5 by 11 list, on labels. We can ship it on a CD, other electronic formats like CSV or text format. Those are available also. But the electronic format allows us to get you the list as quick as possible.
Okay, we also have another request to review pricing, I guess, for target leads.
Sure. If you called in cold and you did not mention that you were with Cornerstone, the rate would be $5.50 per thousand on 1,000 pieces with our bifold format. If you mention you're with Cornerstone, we give you a discounted rate of $4.65 per thousand on anything 1,000 and up. We give you the bulk volume rate for being with Cornerstone. The only exception for that is if we're doing a mailing to turning 65 names, that would be $4.80 per thousand. The turning 65s typically don't have enough names per zip code to qualify for the lowest bulk rate postage. So that's why they're a little bit more.
Okay, it looks like that was the only question that we had. I'm going to wait another minute just to make sure that we don't have any additional ones coming in. Oh, there we go. Does the Cornerstone rate include a customized design?
That particular rate is using our bifold format. If you wanted to customize the lead piece with your own text, we can put your text on our bifold format. There's a $25 flat charge to set that up for you. We usually ask that you email the text so that we can set it up on the mailer and format it and just give us about 48 hours. During this time of year, we have so many requests for custom mailers, it may take 72 hours to get the first proof back, but that is something that we can do. If you need something aside from our bifold format set up, like if you wanted to do a postcard or a letter or anything like that, we do have a graphic designer on staff that can do that. Depending on the type of mailer that you're wanting set up, it's usually anywhere between $50 and $100 for a custom mailer to be set up. Kent has 30 years of graphics design, is an excellent designer. So I'm sure that he could come up with something great for you. Again, keep in mind during AEP, we have tons of requests. And right now he's backlogged about a week with the custom design. So if you want to do it, just be aware that there may be some time lag. So if it's something sensitive, time sensitive, like a seminar mailing that you have going on in 3 weeks, we may or may not be able to get something designed for you as quickly as you might like. But if you have the text ready to go where we can put it on our bifold format, then we can usually get that back to you pretty quickly.
Okay, we have another question here. Do you offer leads and postcards for B2B versus just individual and Medicare?
We can do it. The ones that we've already got designed are all consumer-based, but we do have business lists. And if you wanted to do the mailings B2B, if you had the wording, we can set up the mailer for you and do that for you.
Okay. We also have a question whether or not you can email a bifold example or a catalog of all of the assets that you do have available.
Yeah, absolutely. If you contact us at the 800 number, we can email you the catalog in a PDF format. Or if you just want to shoot an email to us, our general email is info at targetleeds.com, or my direct email is Michelle, MICHELLE, at targetleeds.com, and we would be happy to send you the catalog. We've also got some really helpful flyers that I usually send out with the catalog. One of them is a how to order flyer. Basically tells you the steps on how to place an order. I know a lot of agents are not familiar with how to order leads, so it just tells you the easy 4 steps to order leads. Then the other flyer is a facts flyer with all the most commonly asked questions and the answers to those questions. So I usually send both of those out with the catalogs because it's very helpful information, especially if it's the first time that you're ordering leads.
Okay, great. It looks like that's all of the questions that we have. If you have any additional questions that you weren't able to get through today, feel free to send me an email at jlarkin@crnstone.com, or you can get in contact with Target Leads directly, and I'd be happy to forward the question over. Thank you, Michelle, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Everybody have a great afternoon.
Thank you. Y'all have a great day.